Hi everybody, it's Kayla, and wow, has it been a hot minute since I made a video on this channel. It is a very, very cold, snowy day where I live. The roads are completely iced over. The snow is several inches thick, and it is so frozen solid that you can step on it and it doesn't even break under your body weight. It's pretty crazy. We're in an ice storm warning right now, so. But oh my gosh, it has been just so long since I talked to you all. So today I wanted to talk about just like, I guess, life after cancer. So as you can see, my hair is very long. It's very curly. I had chemo curls very badly when my hair grew out, and they're just now starting to fall out at the top, but they're still there. I think I'm gonna get my I got a little bit of a trim, maybe like 6 months out of chemo, but since then I guess I haven't gone back to get my haircut because I'm nervous. Because I guess where I didn't have hair for so long, it makes me nervous. Like everyone says, like, oh, you should be like not afraid of anything. You've had every hair length there is. Like, you should be not afraid to dye crazy colors and cut it really short and everything. But like, I think because I was bald for so long, I'm just like, oh my god, my hair, it's back, it's long, and I just like, it makes me nervous because I don't want a bad haircut because I'm so excited. But my hair is different lengths because the top part where it has to grow farther down, it's only to like here, and then this part's all the way down to like here now. So, but thankfully my hair did grow very fast, and I think I'm okay with a chin length haircut for a little while and make it all match. Today is February 16th, so I am of 2021, so let's see. Oh gosh, I don't even know. A little over a year and a half post chemo now. Like a year and 8 months, I think. So that's a long time, isn't it? So today I just wanted to talk about I guess like my life and everything going on and my relationships and stuff like that. So let's begin. Sorry I'm blabbering. But okay, so one of the biggest hardships for me after chemo was getting used to people again. And it did not help that like 6 months post chemo, we entered a global pandemic. Thanks, COVID-19. So when I finished chemo, I finished in June. And then I went back to school in August. So, gosh, it was like a month and a half before I went back to school. So at the time, I could still barely walk. My legs were so weak. I had a very severe limp because I've always had problems with my legs. They never really could figure out why, other than I was born with hip dysplasia as a kid, but I don't have signs of it now, so they're not really sure why I have like chronic pain and trouble walking sometimes. But where my body was so weak from chemo, I couldn't compensate for that leg anymore, so I was dragging a lot. So I was really struggling to walk. My hair was like a buzz cut. I looked like I was trying to be like some kind of cool person who like shaved their hair off and stuff, which I love that look on certain people. And I do think I pulled it off to an extent, but it's definitely not my style, so I was a little comfortable. And I hadn't been around people my age, except for a couple friends, in so long because we had quarantined me so I wouldn't get an infection or sick or anything, because like one of the leading like causes for death during chemo is you get an infection or sick or something. I'm sorry, I'll show you him in a minute. I have a cockatiel now. That's coming later, but he's gonna sing the whole time. So I really just hadn't been around a lot of people. I'd spent most of my time in a basement or at the hospital. I was in the hospital a lot during chemo, a lot more than some people because I had a lot of complications. I would stay there for like a week sometimes, so I just wasn't around a lot of people other than nurses and direct family and doctors. So, I just hadn't been around people my age. So when I went back to school, I was suddenly surrounded by hundreds of people my age. And they were all normal. And I was like, how do I interact with these people? They have normal lives. They go about their normal daily business. Like, they go to class, they go to work. Like, what do people my age do? I literally was like, I'd gotten so used to hospital life and sick life that I was like, how do normal people my age live? Like, what do you say to these people? And I understand that, like, other people have their own problems in life now. But at the time, like, I hadn't really realized that, like, a lot of people struggle in similar ways to I did. It may not have been cancer, but it was other situations. Let me get my bird, because he is having a moment. You come down with me? Come on. Okay, hang on. Thank you. All right, everyone. Oh, well, he left. Well, that was Louie. He was here for about 2 seconds, and then he flew away. So, I'm wearing my my snow shirt. It says, "Oh, what fun!" I think. I'm also wearing penguin pants because I'm in my pajamas. Don't judge me. It's cold. I haven't left the house in a few days because of the snow and the ice. But yeah, like now I understand, like, those people go through all kinds of struggles too, and like they can kind of, like, they may not understand the cancer aspect, but they can understand, like, other struggles that I'm going through, like the anxiety and, like, the depression and, you know, family issues and illness, like, just other things. And like so there's a lot of ways I can relate to other people still, but at the time I just didn't know how. And I got in this classroom and I'm looking around and I feel so uncomfortable, and then I look over and I see a girl wearing a Supernatural shirt, and I was like, this is my opportunity. I'm going to make friends. So I was like, you like Supernatural? She was like, yeah, I like Supernatural. You like it? And I was like, yeah, I like it. Have you seen the new season? She's like, yeah, I've seen the new season. And that was the start of a beautiful friendship. And I quickly realized that I was just as normal as everybody else. Yes, I had a very dangerous illness that could have killed me. I had cancer. But I still liked normal things. I still wanted to do normal things and hang out with friends and do all the things that college students do. I still had a normal life now. Like, I was getting back into a normal life. And the farther I got distance from the doctor's offices and the more friends I made and the more I did schoolwork and stuff, the more I felt like a normal human being again. And I realized that I could get my life back. And eventually I told them all I had cancer, and they accepted it. They were like, we made jokes about my hair, and they were like, yeah, I thought you were edgy. And I was like, they were like, it was cool though, but I was like, oh yeah, she's brave. She shaved her head. And I was like, no, I had cancer. But I'm still, I mean, that girl has been one of my best friends since then. So, I mean, like, it's been a year and a half of friendship, and she's literally one of my best friends to this day. So that was amazing. And I made lots of friends since then. And I rekindled with a ton of friends I had met before I had cancer, and they had messaged me throughout, but I hadn't really met up with them. And then everything just went back to normal. Like, I realized that, like, people won't treat you different. Like, they will if you let it, but if you, like, kind of just, like, if you just accept that cancer isn't all that you are, that there's more to you than just your cancer diagnosis, that you're a normal person and you have normal interests and a normal life, and you take that confidence in and you just act that way, other people around you will see you that way and treat you the way you want to be treated and act normal. And yes, there's always going to be the one person who pities you and wants to talk about cancer and stuff like that, but majority of people will accept you as just a person. And I've had these friends, they've gone to doctor's appointments with me, and they crack jokes with me, and they treat me like normal. They rarely bring up my cancer unless there's reason to, and like, or I want to talk about it. Like, they've been really, really respectful, and they've really helped me through it. And it's been really nice to know that, like, I am normal. I am a normal person. And a year ago, I met my boyfriend. I decided to get involved with a college church group, and I got baptized because I am a Christian. And I wanted to make that decision because after finishing treatment and everything, I chose to get baptized as kind of like a thank you to God for helping me through that and then recovery. And I met my boyfriend in church group. He was actually the son of the group leader. And we started dating about like a month after we met. It was actually really funny because I was trying to set him up with my friend who wasn't actually interested in him, but he was interested in her. And I didn't realize she wasn't interested in him. It was a whole thing. And then in the process of that, we started dating. I don't even know what happened. But we're celebrating our 1 year anniversary this week. I was really scared to get in a relationship because I was like, I have all this trauma and all these health problems, neuropathy in my hands, a bunch of issues left over from cancer. It's like, there's no way anyone's going to love me and treat me like normal. And I have these scars. Like, I was so scared to get in a relationship, and he just like embraced me for who I am, embraced me for my personality, the things I like, what I do, like who I am basically. And he embraced my health problems and everything. He just embraced it all, and like he loves me unconditionally. And it's so nice to know that like you can be loved like that, you know, like I can be loved for more than just being sick. And nowadays, I really don't think about it that much. I don't think about cancer or when I was sick very often because I have so many other things in my life. I have my dog, and then my senior dog, Molly, passed away a couple weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago. And she was almost 15, and that was really hard for me. And then I have my 2 cats. I rescued a kitten and bottle fed her and stuff she was going to be euthanized because she was sick. And the vet said she wouldn't make it, but I took her and I bottle raised her and gave her medicine and stuff, and she pulled through. Now she's 8 months old. Then the cat I adopted, I actually moved into an apartment because I really wanted to get control of my life because I was so used to everyone taking care of me and bringing me things and babying me that I really felt like I wouldn't feel free and like an adult in charge of my own life again until I branched away from the comfort of my home and the comfort of my family and caregivers. Like, I felt like I needed that to push me over the slump and the fear of, but what if I get sick again? But what if I get sick again? I had to push myself away from that, even though I was really terrified. And I adopted this kitten because I said, my dad hates cats, and he would not let me bring that kitten back home with me if I had to come back home. So I was like, I'm not going to get sick again. I'm not going to get sick again. I'm going to start my new life, and I'm going to adopt this cat because I'm not going to live in fear of relapsing. And I adopted him, and he's the sweetest, most incredible boy ever. And unfortunately, he was diagnosed with a terminal heart condition a few months ago, but I don't regret adopting him. And I think it's interesting that he has health conditions too, because now I look at him and I look at him as more than his illness. I don't look at him and think, oh, he's sick or he has a heart condition, he's going to die. Like, I don't think about that stuff. I think about how sweet he is, how he cuddles with me before bed, and he cries for me when he can't find me. And I think of how he touches my face with his paws and purrs and likes to sit with me when I take showers. I think about all those moments. I don't look at him and see his illness. And I think that helped me realize that, like, other people do the same with me. They don't look at me for just my health problems. They look at me as me. So it's been really helpful having him. And then I have my cockatoo, Louie, who was a birthday gift. I did not know about him. He was a surprise. He's hysterical. I 100% recommend birds as pets. He's super sweet, loves to cuddle, loves to dance and sing and be silly. He's hilarious. Like, he's hilarious. It's been really nice having all these animals because I take care of them. I deal with their health problems. I love them. They give me companionship in return, and I feel like I have control of my own life again. I take care of them. I clean my apartment, take care of my apartment, pay my bills. Like, I feel very in control, which is something I didn't have for so long. And another thing I want to talk about was toxic people. I know I said I had a lot of amazing people in my life, but not everyone's been perfect. I actually had a very, very close family member to me who actually stole my pain medicine during chemo. I was in terrible, terrible pain from the bone pain from the Neulasta shots, and I couldn't get pain medicine because she took my pills, and they ended up having to drug test me because they were worried I was taking too many. And the drug test obviously came back negative, and then they talked about it, and then they tried to convince me to file a police report on this person, and I refused, and I didn't know they were taking them until we realized a bunch of medicine was missing, and the whole thing went through. It was a whole mess. I didn't talk to them for a while, and then I ended up forgiving them, and they said they were getting help and going to church and counseling and all this stuff. And I believed them, and then I let them get in my life again. And then recently, everything blew up in my face again, and they said some really horrible things to me and did some horrible things. And then I realized that you don't have to keep people in your life out of guilt or just because you love them. Because you can love someone, but know that they're a toxic person and they can't be in your life anymore. And sometimes cutting them out of their life is what you need, because you don't realize how much of a weight is on you and how much stress and anxiety you feel being involved with that person. And sometimes they need to be separate from you so that you can't keep feeding those bad habits and them knowing they can keep doing bad things and you'll just take them right back to be pushed forward into their recovery. So I cut that person off, and we haven't spoken in a few weeks, and I have no plans to rekindle that relationship, and I realize that I don't need to feel guilty about that. I can still love this person and cut ties with them for my interest in theirs, and that's okay. It's okay to sometimes let go of people who are bad in your life, no matter how close they are to you, how closely related, or how much time you spent with them, because my whole life was with this person. I don't want to specify who it was, but just assume that it was someone that you should be able to trust, and I couldn't. So yeah, it's okay to let go, and I learned that. I learned it. It took me a long, long time to learn that. It took me 21 years to learn that, but here we are. But basically, yeah, I'm happy. That's really the whole point of this video, is that I'm happy. I have my life back. I have a beautiful home. I have beautiful animals, amazing boyfriend. I have tons of friends, amazing family members. I'm in my second to last semester of college. Next semester will be my last. I have to graduate in the middle of the year because of my medical leave. That's okay. And then I plan to apply to optometry school and go to optometry school. And I'm working at an eye care center. And I love my job. It took me about a year to feel confident enough to get a job, because my body was so weak, and I lacked the confidence to branch out on my own. But I did get a job. I love working. I love talking to patients and people and helping them. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, I think that it takes you a long time to realize that you're a normal person after cancer, and that you are more than your diagnosis. But at the end of the day, you really are. You're a person. You're not cancer. You're not sick girl or sick boy. You're not any of that. You're a person. You're who you are. You get to choose who you want to be, and it doesn't have to be your diagnosis. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it made sense and I didn't ramble too much, and I'm planning to post on this channel a lot more, so I will see you in the next video. Bye.